it has a pair of ovary which is present on the lower abdominal side and a pair of fallopian tube and uterus, cervix and vagina. These are the different parts of female reproductive system. So, this part, it is the ovary and this is the fallopian tube, and this part, it is the uterus, and this region it is called as cervix, and this is called as vagina. And this uterus, this is the uterine wall, this uterine wall, it has 3 layers: endometrium, myometrium and perimetrium. This is about a typical structure where you have a pair of ovary and a fallopian tube, a pair of fallopian tube. This is called uterus and uterine wall, cervix and vagina. So, we learn about the structure and function. This is a typical structure of the female reproductive system. A pair of ovary it will be there and a fallopian tube, and this region it is the uterus. Uterus, uterine wall has 3 layers: endometrium, which is the inside, and next is myometrium, outer is called as perimetrium. So, 3 layers it will be there: cervical region, it is called cervical canal, and vagina. So, first let me explain about the functions of ovary. Functions of ovary. As we have mentioned earlier, a pair of ovary is there. So, what is the function of this ovary? Ovary helps in the formation of ovum. Formation of ovum. In every reproductive cycle, that is menstrual cycle 28 days, one ovum it is produced, and the other functions of the ovary, that is production of hormones, production of hormones. So, the ovary basically produces 2 hormones. One is the estrogen, which controls the secondary sexual characteristics. Secondary sexual characteristics. The other hormone, which is produced by a structure called corpus luteum. Corpus luteum. So, this corpus luteum, it produces an hormone called progesterone. Progesterone. This hormone, it helps to maintain pregnancy. So, progesterone is the one which maintains pregnancy. This is about the basic functions of the ovary. Functions of ovary. Next is the functions of fallopian tube. The functions of fallopian tube. It is just a passage and the meeting of male and female gamete, that is fertilization, takes place in fallopian tube. The meeting of the male and female gamete takes place only in the fallopian tube. So, through the penis, the sperm it will be enter into the vagina. From the vagina it is transported and the fusion it will takes place only here in the fallopian tube. And next is about the uterus. Uterus is the sac like structure where exactly the development of baby takes place. So, that the whole development of baby takes place in a pear shaped structure called uterus. See, from the fallopian tube, the ovum after fertilization, it will be transferred to the uterus, and within the uterus only the whole development of baby takes place within the uterus. And next, what are the functions of the cervical canal and vagina? So, here the gestation period or the growth period, it is 40 weeks. So, after that what will happen? Nearly after 38 or 40th week, the baby takes a twist. And the head region, it will be facing towards the cervical canal, and through the vagina the baby, it will come out. The reason why the vagina is also known as the birth canal. The cervical region, this region, it will expand at the time of pregnancy, giving birth or parturition process. During that time, this whole baby comes out through cervical canal and through vagina it comes out. So, that is the functions of that. And another function about the uterus, it has the three layers, that is endometrium, myometrium and perimetrium. In that, the endometrium, which is the innermost layer of uterus, this endometrium at the time of menstrual cycle, that is 0 to 28 days, we can divide this into three phases. In that 0 to 5 days, it is called as the menses. In that time what will happen, if the fertilization process does not takes place, then what will happen, the endometrium ruptures. The endometrium, if the fertilization process does not takes place, the endometrial layer, it ruptures, and it ruptures means the whole tissues and the blood vessels, everything, it will get disturbed, and the whole thing, it sheds as a blood, and that will come out through the vagina. So, that process is called as menses. The menses occurs mainly because of the destruction of endometrium. The endometrial wall ruptures and the whole blood along with the ovum, it will be released out in the form of menses. So, that is the functions of the endometrium.